Hello everyone, my name is Ryan or MandRproductions, and welcome to my review of the LEGO Star Wars 75187 UCS BB-8 set. If you do enjoy this review, go ahead and leave a like on the video down below, and subscribe if you're new around here. If you have anything to say about this set, leave in the comment section below, I'll be reading. This set is recommended for ages 10 to 16, and I definitely agree with that rating. This is a certainly difficult build at times. It includes 1,106 pieces, along with one minifigure for the price of $100 in the United States. For those of you wondering, this is a rather small model. You can see my hand right here. I can basically palm this thing pretty easily. I believe this thing is to scale with the UCS R2-D2 from 2012. And speaking of such a comparison, here is the R2-D2 right next to it. You can see there is a massive size difference there. The BB-8 really only goes up to about right here on him, just below his dome head. So you can see the size difference there. The R2-D2 is much, much bigger. I don't know how perfectly to scale it is, but it's certainly to scale to some degree, I believe. So that is the BB-8. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the BB-8 minifigure, which is the only minifigure included in this set, as well as the plaque included, which I believe is a little bit too small. This is the BB-8 minifig included, and this is the same one that we've had for a couple of years now. I don't really see any reason to change anything. It looks really awesome, and it's a great inclusion with this set. It goes really nicely in front of the larger BB-8, so you can just get an idea of the print all the way around. It's a pretty simple looking minifigure, but still definitely does the job. The headpiece does come off, but no, it does not kind of float around like it does on the actual Lego set, but you can kind of see there, it's basically a soccer ball with a small little head on top, which you can orient whichever way you want, but I just have him facing this way by default because I wanted to. But yeah, back on to the BB-8 UCS set. Alright, and now that we've seen BB-8, we'll just go ahead and throw him out of the way. He just basically sits on a tile right there, and that's how BB-8 is plopped on there. I do have a little qualm with the stand that BB-8 sits on. I had to take off this piece because when I was putting BB-8 on here, and I'm going to explain this to you, the stand was not holding him correctly. It's supposed to hold him up there. I don't know. I'll show you. We put on the tile piece here, and then when we plop him down, you notice that the piece in the back plopped right out. That's because it doesn't really hold the weight right. Maybe I built it wrong, but gosh, I don't know. I think it would have to be something with the BB-8 for some reason, but without the tile even sometimes it comes off, but without the tile it's usually better. I'm going to take the stand away so that I can better explain and show off all of the features on the BB-8 model. I do think it's a really cool model, and it's got some awesome stuff to offer. So the first feature is going to be over here on the right side, I guess, if you want to say that a spear can have sides. But you're going to spin this thing here counterclockwise, and it's going to open up the little thumbs up. Just kind of like in the movie, it uses a translucent blue piece to kind of give it that feeling, and it's really, really cool. To retract it, you just push it back clockwise. Although the door does not close with it, you have to close it on your own. It still works really awesomely. You'll see this other circle on this side, and the way you just spin it clockwise or counterclockwise, it's both going to do the same thing, just spin the BB-8 head in a different direction. You can do it all you want, 360 degrees all day long. It's not going to break.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Anyway, that is the feature for that. Really awesome. It gives it a really nice swivel. It's actually basically on a spinning. It can spin, and then it also moves back and forth like that, and that's how you get that really cool and realistic looking effect that I like. And for those of you wondering, this here on the back doesn't do anything, it's just for show, but all the sides can be used just for show if you don't touch them. They look really cool, really accurate, especially when you look at the minifig, it's kind of cool. Moving in closer to the head here, you'll get a better idea of the amount of detail that went into it. It's really awesome. You can see like his main sensor here, got a little blue bit there, got some antennas in the back. It looks really awesome. Nothing here like opens up or anything, so you don't get any additional features, but it is really cool. I love the way it looks. The way it moves is really awesome. Again, it gives that real realistic swivel on there. It's just so cool. You can really bang it around, and it is not really going to break. So, very cool feature. I really like that. Again, you can see how it can move back and forth and then spins as well. So it's got two basically points of articulation, which I really like. Underneath, you'll just find pretty much a blank slate. Just going to look the same as most of the other sides because that's what it's supposed to look like. Moving the stand in closer, I'll explain better what I was talking about earlier. And that is that the stand tends to pop apart when I have it on there. I talked to Michael MGF and he said he hadn't had these problems yet, but this is my main problem with the set. It looks beautiful. It's a great display piece if you can get it to stand on the gosh darn display, and that's what I've been having trouble with, honestly. I get it on there very slightly, very lightly, and then bam, it just pops right out. No reason, no rhyme or reason right there, but it just pops right out. So I have to like really carefully set this thing on here, like line everything up. It's really a pain in the butt to do. I think we just got it there, but it's a bigger pain than you would like it to be for something that you paid $100 for. I would personally recommend just kind of customly changing up the stand if you're having the same problem that I am, which is what I'm going to end up doing. I'm just going to change up the stand, or maybe even remove these barriers altogether, because it's not like he's just going to roll off. He's actually pretty stable without the stand on his own, so you can tell that he's not really going to go anywhere, which is kind of cool. So you don't really need the stand, but the stand is cool. It does have this plaque. Let me show it to you. So on the plaque, it says that the model is a BB-8 unit astromech droid. Its affiliation is with the Resistance. Its primary function is navigation and repair. It's 0.67 meters tall. It has a holographic projector, a welding torch, and an arc welder, and its primary sensor color is red. Now, something to note there is that it says its height is 0.67 meters, so I'm actually really curious what it says on the R2-D2 plaque as to what its height is. Let me go check it. So the R2-D2 plaque says its height is 1.09 meters, so we're looking at about 2/3 the height with the BB-8. So let's go ahead and see, let's measure it up and let's see how accurate the sizing is. 22 centimeters tall. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be perfect measurement, but 22 is a good round number if we're working with 11s and thirds. The R2-D2 is approximately 33 or 34, so this is actually a pretty size-accurate model compared to the R2-D2 UCS model. It's about 22 centimeters to about 33 centimeters. That's 2/3 the height. 0.67 is about 2/3 of 1.09. I know it's a little bit less than 2/3, but we're just using easy numbers here, so looking at that, you can see that this is actually a pretty size-accurate model, and for the small size, which I was honestly disappointed in at first, I think now that we see how accurate it is in size to the R2-D2 that we already have, it's a little bit better in my opinion. I'm going to give this set a 8.6 out of 10. I think this is an awesome LEGO set. It's pretty size-accurate. It's got some cool features. It's got a really nice plaque, although it is really small. You can tell by my hand, it's just really small. The sticker on there surprised me at how small it was when I first looked at it, but it's a cool set overall. It's got great features, and I'm actually really in love with it. The only problem is its stand. This part fell off when I tried to put it on. It doesn't work the way I thought it would work, so I'm going to have to rework the stand a little bit to get it to work better so that I can have it up next to my R2-D2, but overall, I think this is an awesome set. It's definitely worth getting if you can get it for anything under $90, I'd say. $100 is a little bit pricey, but for 1,100 pieces, it's definitely worth it if you're looking at price per piece. With that being said, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like on the video. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, and if you have anything to say about this BB-8 model, or if you maybe have a fix for my stand, let me know in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you guys. I'll be reading. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.